The latest stage of the automation revolution is upon us. Never before could we have imagined having the technology to reliably predict impending failures in our equipment, or have the necessary compute power to analyze the high-definition images in the blink of an eye, or have the necessary code base to eliminate the need for destructive testing in a fabrication environment. Not only are these technologies here, but they are here for the long haul. In many customers, implementing these solutions will mean the difference between surviving and thriving in their given markets. Edge software solutions platforms are the basis for all these things and more, and serve as the rocket fuel for our customers to catch up to the market and get a leg up on their competitors. Hello, and thank you for joining me on this wonderful day here at PACEdge. My name is Bill Peszkowski, and I'm the Senior Product Manager for our PACEdge software solutions platform. Before I begin, I'd like to tell you a little bit about why Edge solutions are so near and dear to me. Like many of us here at PACEdge, I started my professional career as an automation and controls engineer. I specified equipment, I programmed PLCs, I implemented SCADA architectures, and in many cases, I built integrated systems and solutions as part of a very small team. Although the work was quite fulfilling, and we were able to accomplish project objectives, I often felt as though we had hit a virtual automation ceiling. We sure were automating a bit, but it felt like much of the new software technology we're implementing was being used to relay messages to humans and manages the responses from interactions with humans. I was left quite unsatisfied with the limitations of a ternary approach to digital transformation. Would we ever get past the mentality of manual process, distributed automation, interconnected automation? I knew that there had to be a better way. Well, folks, Edge is that better way. Edge utilizes new hardware technologies to the fullest by adding additional layers of functionality not seen in the non-deterministic solutions already present in the market. Edge also represents change, and we all know that change can be scary. Rather than asking you to simply embrace the change, let's dive deeper into the common myths that are being shared around the concept of Edge and IoT implementation and where these come from. Myth number 1, IoT implementation requires the internet. Although it's true the term Edge was born from the proximity that devices and software play in relation to the internet, as we enter a new age of industrial technology advancement, the true definition and intention of Edge has evolved to include an array of applications that live on the edge of an overlapping space where our operations technology and informational technology are traditionally managed. In truth, most IoT projects are able to run in an air-gapped state, without ever having to connect to the internet to run. It is true that the internet can be utilized to connect assets, expand architectures, and incorporate additional computing technology, but these steps are often taken by excessively distributed systems, and those that are very mature in the IoT space. Even for fleet management, device management, and updates, IoT-enabled assets can stay air-gapped throughout their usable lifespan. This is not to say that you should completely isolate your assets, though. Good maintenance requires security updates, and best-in-market solutions such as Emerson's PACEdge software solutions platform provide these security updates regularly. It's good practice to plan for these when integrating an Edge solutions platform into your operations. In fact, many good secure Edge implementations have at least one asset with some level of intermittent internet connectivity. In some cases, this asset will be a development computer. In others, it will be an industrially hardened computing platform that acts as an update retrieval and distribution mechanism. In either situation, production assets are firewalled off, data stored locally and encrypted both in transit as well as at rest. Myth number 2, Edge implementation requires large capital projects. Though this is required for some businesses, in many cases, end users attempting to introduce IoT and Edge onto a facility's worth of assets can be as futile as attempting to boil the ocean. By starting small, finding success early, and establishing trust through results, many companies can take the benefits of experience and the use case-specific hindsight to scale small proof-of-concept applications into large enterprise-level initiatives with widespread array of benefits. Though this is not feasible through every approach, best-in-market solutions allow for seamless scalability and of hardware and software, preserving program integrity existing investments. Deployment strategies are incredibly diverse in this space as well. While it is true that some manufacturers start small and scale quickly, this is by and large the exception. Many teams start by identifying a single focal point. This is often either a pain point or a choke point. They create a strategy around addressing that localized issue, and they develop an integration plan, and they implement it. Due to the limited scope of the project, they're able to pivot if needed and add or remove options if deemed necessary. When the time comes to expand the reach of our Edge Solutions program, they simply replicate this process in other locations all at once or take a phased approach to implementing and right-sizing solutions. Myth number 3. I need to hire a team of Edge IoT architects and engineers to develop a secure and stable platform. Most manufacturers recognize the importance of establishing and maintaining a secure platform for developing and refining Edge applications. The primary driving motivation towards a start-from-scratch DIY approach is typically fear. End users and some other industry partners fear that without in-house development, their platform will lack security or will be missing a set of application-specific features required for their use case. Though these scenarios are possible, what typically separates an at-home installation of Edge technologies from an industrial one is the regard to security. Best-in-market solutions such as Emerson's PACEdge software platform are designed to support the gamut of cybersecurity scenarios while still enabling the flexibility required for potential application-level customization. As I'm sure you've seen, there are ample Edge options in the market today, much of which is marketed to cater to the fears and concerns I've mentioned. These solutions provide little more than an empty hardware and suggest a DIY approach to building your own Edge environment. These purveyors hope that as customers, we're willing to invest the time and resources to turn their empty operating systems into a well-oiled IoT machine. Many teams lack the bandwidth and training to put something of this complexity together. If we just look beyond the hype, something beautiful is sitting and waiting for customers that would want to build their applications but don't have the time or resources to do it themselves. Our Edge platform solutions are designed for both end users as well as system integrators and OEM partners. Our scalable platform comes with pre-installed and pre-licensed software, and the platform is programmed with a singular runtime and singular toolchain that allow for a seamless hardware and software migration pathways when a hardware upgrade or replacement is warranted. A flexible, customizable Edge platform like PACEdge may seem like a unicorn, but it is far from it. It is secure, embodies lean architecture methods, and best of all, it serves as an IoT team in a box without the overhead. Myth number 4. It's normal to expect a 6 to 9 month development process on an IoT implementation before witnessing results. Rather than taking a start-from-scratch approach, many suppliers support, by starting off with a well-architected, flexible solution, many customers have their first programs built in minutes rather than weeks or months. Connecting disparate assets and providing previously stranded data into the hands of their subject matter experts, manufacturers are able to find and resolve previously hidden low-hanging fruit. Best-in-market solutions, like Emerson's PACEdge software platform, put heavy emphasis not only on the out-of-box experience, but also on the care and maintenance that will go into the product long-term, providing every level of product support you need. Expect from classroom-based education sessions to product experts ready to answer the phone round the clock. Myth number 5. IoT projects are all about AI, and I need to hire an AI expert to do IoT. The more you hear about AI, the more you'll hear about some of the trade names and shorthand terminology. These names include phrases such as machine learning, deep learning, neural networks, artificial narrow intelligence, artificial general intelligence, and artificial superintelligence. It is true that many customers are able to find great value in their applications through the use of AI, but in most cases, it's more important to know your application than to be an expert in understanding data inferences. AI is more about the prediction model. Based on the current conditions and existing data, it's most likely that a coin will flip heads. Rather than building their own AI engine from scratch, most manufacturers would be better suited utilizing an existing platform and focus on getting the best representative data possible. Make no mistake though, there are no universal AI programs. Prediction models are application-specific and take quality data to train and to get off the ground. You heard that right. The software is out there, and it's only a matter of baselining the unique application variables before it will start to predict outcomes. By focusing on getting quality data and partnering with a flexible solutions provider, manufacturers are able to implement an array of AI-based solutions with existing resources. Myth number 6. IoT implementation is not feasible outside of greenfield applications. The simplest truth of IoT is that the greatest power is to rapidly deploy in existing ecosystems and allow for scalability of both hardware and software. Taking a step-by-step approach to IoT, companies are able to implement solutions that are proximate to process and provide the greatest value for a given asset or set of assets. Best-in-market solutions are designed with an industrially agnostic approach to support a wide range of existing hardware options, technologies, and network architectures. Like the proverbial tactical deployment team, these flexible solutions are able to be deployed in even the most mature of manufacturing environments with ease. Whether an implementation is starkly brownfield, greenfield, or a more hybrid bluefield, Emerson's PACEdge software solutions platform is capable of providing a stable base for growth and ROI as you roll out your IoT and edge initiatives. Myth number 7. IoT solutions have to be small and you can't scale enough to benefit effectively. Not only do IoT products require regular updates, but they also require a greater level of oversight. Although many solutions providers in the market offer IoT hardware and software solutions, very few provide a complete life cycle support and update model. Best-in-market solutions use a common runtime, a common software toolset, a clear hardware migration path, and support options for managing a fleet of assets. Emerson's PACEdge provides a clear path for upgrade, and it utilizes a one runtime, one tool chain approach to asset programming and maintenance. The PACEdge group management expansion not only allows for testing and commissioning of these assets, but also the remote maintenance and support that they require to keep them secure and functioning throughout usable life. In conclusion, as career-long employment loyalty becomes a relic of the past, the presence of subject matter experts within our facilities shrinks at a startlingly proportional rate. Unable to keep up with the rate of attrition has led to an ever-widening skills gap in many industries. Because of this, many customers are timid and fearful of beginning their digitalization journey. They believe that the distance from where they are to where they want to be is beyond their reach. Have you ever heard the old adage, knowing is half the battle? The same can be said for industrial data. Simply by providing better data access, customers have better utilization of their assets. This could be as simple and straightforward as an improved repair response time, or as elaborate as a baseline shift to the energy consumption of a machine or process. By utilizing stranded data and putting insights into action, customers can improve their yields and decrease their waste. A few months ago, I read a great article explaining an edge implementation in terms of Formula One. Years ago, Formula One cars had no sensors on them. Industry experts had to rely on their knowledge of cars, engines, transmissions, and racing to determine where the issues were and address them. Today, however, experience alone is not enough to have a winning edge in a sport where every millisecond counts. Today, cars are fitted with hundreds of sensors and are teaming with enough data to diagnose and even correct issues mid-lap and mid-race. This is the difference between winning and losing in a sport with no margin for mistakes. I want to thank you all for joining me on this incredible day here at PAC Expo. The excitement is palpable for sure. I've been your host, Bill Peszkowski, and remember to dream big and design bigger.